I accidentally sent a marriage signal to the alien queen. Then she came to my house with an army. I was messing with the alien transmitter in my garage when everything went wrong. It was supposed to be a hobby, fixing up old alien tech scavenged from the outskirts of the Orion trade routes. Most of it was junk, a few blinking lights, some half-fried chips. But one evening, I accidentally activated something ancient and royal. I tapped a glowing panel that pulsed blue and gold. A sequence of symbols lit up. My translation device chirped. Signal sent. Matrimonial intent. Matrimonial what? I muttered, poking the interface again. Then the console blinked 3 times. Recipient, Royal House of Varenkai. Wait, what? The screen pulsed once more. Queen Sorai'Veth has acknowledged. Arrival in 3 planetary cycles. I stared at the console in horror. Oh no. I thought about ignoring it. Surely this was just a glitch. A misfire. Maybe no one would really come. But 3 days later, my entire street trembled. The sky turned a glowing silver, and a triangular warship descended right over my modest house in the suburbs of Mars Sector 9. My neighbors screamed. Drones zoomed overhead. My poor robot assistant, Clanker, tried to hide in the oven. Then she appeared, towering regal, wrapped in ceremonial armor made of flowing crystal. Her hair shimmered like stardust. She was beautiful in the way hurricanes were beautiful, powerful, terrifying, unstoppable. Her voice echoed through the air like a song and a command at once. Human male, I have come. You summoned me with the ancient signal of union. I opened the front door and stood there in sweatpants, holding a half-eaten protein bar. Wait, I said, my voice cracking. That was an accident. She narrowed her eyes. You activated the seal of courtship. It has not been triggered in 1,000 cycles. I didn't know what it was. I was just fixing old junk. She stepped closer. Her army, yes, a literal army, remained silent behind her, their weapons holstered but hands ready. You deny the bond? She asked, her voice soft but dangerous. I mean, yes? No, I didn't mean to propose to anyone, let alone a space queen. There was a pause. Then she smiled, not a warm smile, a queenly one, calculated, predatory. You are bold to speak so plainly. It pleases me. I swallowed hard. So we're good. I asked. No, she said. You must come with me. What? She turned to her guards. Prepare his home for transport. My home. Within the hour, my entire house, foundation and all, was levitated into the royal vessel and taken aboard. The queen walked beside me as we were pulled into orbit. You will live among us for 1 full cycle. Afterward, if your heart has not accepted mine, you may return. And if it has, I asked nervously, you will rule beside me as my consort, mate, king. Clanker beeped quietly from behind me. Sir, I recommend not becoming king. You barely pay the electric bill. Life aboard the Varenkai royal vessel was surreal. I had my own wing, floating gardens, holographic entertainment, a dining hall where every meal was tailored to my biology, once they stopped trying to feed me glowing slugs. Queen Sorai'Veth visited me daily. She'd ask strange questions like, is it true humans bond through laughter? Why do your people consume frozen dairy in emotional distress? Would you enjoy a combat trial to prove your worth? I quickly learned to answer carefully. She took every word seriously. But the strangest thing? She was trying. She really was. On the 4th evening, she brought me a gift. A hand-carved statue of myself made of lunar stone. I made it, she said proudly, with my own talons. It looked like a squash lizard, but I smiled anyway. It's amazing. She beamed. You are kind. And that was the moment I realized she wasn't just some alien conqueror. She was lonely, powerful, yes, feared across galaxies, but lonely. She didn't want an empire. She wanted connection. Days turned into weeks. I started to enjoy her company. In small doses, she told stories of Star Wars and nebula births. I told her about movie nights and pizza. We watched a human romantic comedy together. She was very confused by the idea of hugging. Why do they wrap limbs around one another? She asked. It's how we comfort each other. Would you demonstrate? So I did. She stiffened, then relaxed, and stayed quiet for a long time afterward. One night, during a festival aboard the ship, she danced. Not in the way humans do. Her movement was sharp, precise, and glowing with internal energy. The whole hall watched in silence as she moved across the air itself. When she finished, she turned only to me. I have shown you my soul, she said. Now I ask again, do you reject me? I stepped forward, heart pounding. I didn't mean to call you, but I'm glad you came. Her eyes flickered. That is not a no. No, I said, it's not. Later that night, she stood beside me on the viewing deck, stars spinning slowly beyond the glass. In my culture, she said, when a mate accepts a queen, he speaks a vow under starlight. I looked at the stars, then at her. I vow, I said, to be careful what buttons I push in my garage from now on. She laughed, really laughed. For the first time, a deep melodic sound. Then she took my hand. You are mine now, human. I said, I'm okay with that. Back on Mars, my neighbors still talk about the day my house vanished into the sky. Some say I was abducted. Others say I joined a galactic cult. But every once in a while, a royal ship passes overhead, and the stars shimmer gold for a moment. And in my garage, there's a statue of a squash lizard sitting proudly on the shelf, a gift from my alien queen wife.